Hello, everyone. Chloe's grandpa here. Rich. How is everyone doing? I'm just decided that I'm going to make an update video because, well, I can't go outside and do anything. The city hasn't really been back, um, but my grass has been kept cut. My neighbor, thank God he's decided to mow our grass because I still don't have a lawnmower. Um, the day we were supposed to get a lawnmower is the day that I quit my job, let's say. Um, so I lost my income, which means, well, of course, it means I don't have any money for a lawnmower. I had to sell all my tractors to pay the bills. Didn't get rid of all of them. Um, Still have Pinky, which I am modding. That takes money, and it's something I don't have right now. And if I did have it, I wouldn't be putting money into a mower. Um, but I'll get what I want eventually. I know it may not be this year, probably won't be this year. Um, who knows when it's going to be? I don't know. So that's why I haven't been doing too much tractor stuff. There are some free things I could do to other people to um, Candace's tractor, which is still here. I can get it running and mod it, which I'm going to do um, as soon as I heal a little bit and I feel better about moving around and it's easier to do things like bend over and pick something up. Doesn't hurt. So I have a broken rib and a fractured rib. Um, so I don't know if y'all have ever had broken ribs. It's not pleasurable. It makes picking up stuff hard, bending over, pull starting anything. Right now I'm still tender. It's been less than a week, so I'm still real tender and sore and can't do very much. Um, which it is what it is. I coughed too hard. Now, have I been coughing for 6 months on a daily basis to where I lose my voice? Yes. Did it make my ribs weaker and possibly cracked? Yeah, probably. Which is probably why it broke the way it did. So that just means that I just can't do anything right now, which is driving me insane. I finally got some stuff like the air conditioner that's behind me. I have to pick up and carry into the other room and put the brace that's in this window in that window. I can't pick up the air conditioner and carry it. I know you've seen it. This one. It just, I can't put it in the window. So, things like that really agitate me. Like today, Billy, I gave her a stuffy and there's stuffing everywhere. Pushing a broom hurts. Like just sweeping the floor, I can't do. So it's kind of stupid to give her a stuffed animal because now there's stuffing everywhere I gotta clean up. Oh, Billy. Billy's doing just fine. She is in heat right now. So she's miserable and mopey and, well, she just lays here because hers is a baby. She's a really good dog. The sweetest little thing in the world. But she doesn't like the phone. She doesn't like being camera or videoed or pictures taken. Not a very good YouTube dog, but she is a good dog. Huh. Okay, I'll quit. Very judging, though. She judges me constantly. But I am going to start when I'm able to. I have a lot of plans for my yard. I'm still going to do the racetrack. I have to get rid of all of the obstacle course, not the, well, there'll be a racetrack too. But I have to get rid of all my fence, so I'm going to open my yard up so it gives my whole yard to run tractors on and just have fun. I'm going to build a track that circles my property line. So I'm in my yard, but just barely. I still have big plans for going on adventures in the city because there are a lot of really cool places in Youngstown that I feel would make great videos. Chloe and Wyatt, I still don't have a car, so I don't get to see them that often. I had a Jetsons call with Chloe and Wyatt when I was in the emergency room the other night. And Wyatt is just always such a smiley baby. Always seems very happy to be talking to somebody on the phone. I don't think it's just necessarily Grandpa, but he's very, every time I say his name, he smiles and see them big blue eyes, and he's such a cute baby. And Chloe is always just so nice and polite to me. I love them kids. But we'll see them soon. They'll be on videos soon. I just don't have a car to go there, and my house is still, well, it's not bad. It's just like the floor needs picked up. Because there's stuffing everywhere, isn't there, Billy? Isn't there, Billy? I made a short about it earlier. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Here's another thing that's been bothering me. I watch YouTube a lot because I don't really get into TV. And there's things I like I watch fish channels, cars, tractors, yes. A couple Christian people I follow. I follow people, and then it seems like I don't know. I get weird feelings and I stop, if that makes any sense to anyone. Tammy's doing a lot better. She's picked up the ball since I can't do everything anymore. She's doing a lot more, which is a great thing. It kind of, my ribs breaking is actually, I don't want to say a good thing, but it's helping her get up and do stuff more because I can't do it, which is fabulous. My sister and Andy, they moved into the house. They're doing okay. We have to keep the dogs separated because when we introduced them, I think Billy was just coming into heat, and Tank kept trying to mound her, and she didn't appreciate it. So she spun around on Tank like she was going to bite him. So we just keep them separated until after she goes into heat and calms down. Then we're going to try it again. And they'll have more control over Tank and make him not try to mount her. You know what I mean? They'll stop him. You know what I mean? I think she was just feeling all kinds of feelings. And she wasn't. being dominated isn't one of the things that she enjoys. The babies. Yeah, she sleeps. That's what she does. That's her thing. More because she's in heat and it's hot and she's just miserable. I can't get her to really play zoomies or anything, which, Let's see, what else is there? The yard. I just can't really do anything right now. Oh, the YouTube thing. But I was watching YouTube. And have you guys noticed that those that have ads or that can get revenue from YouTube, there seems to be a lot more ads than there used to be. It could be just me, but it seems that way. Which, I'm sorry, I gotta rub the belly. I gotta rub the belly. Which is great because a lot of people do this instead of work, which I get. I don't do it instead of work. If I had a job, I'd still do it simply because, well, I don't do a lot of anything else but read my Bible on here, unfortunately. I should do more, but what is there to do? You watch me work for 5 minutes and cough and choke and can't breathe, or just me rambling, which I get that sometimes I say interesting things, or you know what I mean? I understand that, but I still don't understand it, if that makes any sense. So it kind of makes me, since I'm not driven by money to do this, once I get to the point to where I get ads and I make a video, does that mean that in the middle of one of my Bible readings, it's going to be stop and have to have an ad in the middle of it? Any of my videos, once I get back into making videos all the time and I feel better and can go outside and do things, are those ads going to be insane? So it's kind of, for me, since I'm not doing YouTube for an income, I mean, it would be nice to get paid to do it, but I'd just donate the money to somebody else anyways. Like, the YouTube money would be my grandkids' money. If I start making merchandise, which I'm still going to come out with stickers. I'm trying to figure out a way to do it to where it's not profitable. Not profitable per se, but I'm not losing money every time I make stickers. So that might be something that starts out small and then grows, because all of that will be dependent on that money. And like I've said before, the stickers are, the profit from the stickers will be split 50-50. And half of the money made, profit, will be donated to the local homeless shelter. And the other part will be for the channel. Doing things, whether it be getting a flea market table for the weekend or for a Sunday and just sitting there and giving stuff away that I've gotten donated from other people, or sell it cheap, which I still want to try to do, and just be there to talk to people. Look at this face. Look at that face. Billy. What are you doing, baby? Did you see the judging? Come here, Billy. Come here. She's like, I'm right here. You can reach me. What are you looking at? What are you wanting? What do you want, big guy? Come here, Billy. Come here. There her is. There's the Billy. I know. Say hi to everybody. This is my piggy. My piggy. Why y'all's close. Mwah. Yeah, she's a good girl. Huh, her's a good girl. Yes, her is. So she's doing fine. Capone, his mommy and daddy had to go back to the hospital. There you go. Look, you can sit here and be in the camera. So he got rehomed, and as far as we know, he's in a good place. Unfortunately, I couldn't keep him. I learned my lesson with my last animals that I'm not going to overdo anything that I can't take care of. And one dog is sufficient. You know what I mean? I don't need more than one. She doesn't need a playmate. She has me. You know what I mean? Or she could take the toy to her mom and play tug of war. She is her own dog. She does her own thing. But yeah, things are going to go slow as far as progression on tractors and things like that. I do have something in the making to where something cool with the tractors, but that's not going to come for a little while. I know this is going to sound dumb when I say it, but I have a vacation planned. It's not really a vacation. My sister-in-law is coming to pick us up and take us to her house for a couple of weeks just to spend time. We haven't seen her in 4 years. We haven't been back to Indiana in 4 years, so we haven't seen anybody. But we're going to go to the campground where they have a trailer and just sit there and hang out. And then we're going to go to her house for a week and hang out. Yeah, just to go visit family. You guys know how that is. To get a different environment so Tammy can spend time with her family, which she really needs to do. Because this year's been a strange year. You know, it started out, they came, took our dogs, they tried to take our house, and then I got sick with bronchitis this whole time. They didn't say exactly what my lung infection is, but bronchitis is one of the things that I get often, that and pneumonia, and it's not pneumonia. They wouldn't be so worried about me getting pneumonia. So I assume I have bronchitis. They didn't put anything like that on my paper, but they said a lung infection. So being that I've had bronchitis numerous times in the past, that's what I assume it is. So since I got sick, I haven't been able to breathe normally. So everything I've wanted to do has been kind of pushed back, and then I break a rib, or you know what I mean? It seems like every time things start going decent, something happens, and it just is an emotional roller coaster, which in a way is exhausting. Like sometimes I feel so tired, I just want to get off the ride. You know what I mean? I'm tired of all the ups and downs and twists and turns. It was exciting for a while, but after so long, I kind of get motion sickness. Um, yeah. Um, and friends. something I've lost a lot of this year. One of my friends, an internet friend, passed away unexpectedly. Of course, it's not in all cases, it's not unexpected, but in his case it was. That's the only friend that I permanently lost. Um, my friend who's an atheist, me and him he had a misunderstanding of something that last year his push mower broke. And I said, I have a riding mower. You can use my push mower. I just need something to trim with. So he gave me a weed whacker to use so he could use the push mower. Or at least in my mind, that's what it was, because why would I give somebody my brand new push mower? But in his eyes, we traded the push mower for the weed whacker, and he owns the push mower, and I'm not going to get into specifics, but I'm not a good person because I asked for the push mower back. Whatever. So after a 30-something-year-old friendship, we're not friends. I love him. I forgive him. I work at forgiving him every day. And that's a work in progress. Another friend I've had for over 20 years, something happened with her to where she couldn't afford to pay me for rolling cigarettes this month, which was fine. Stuff happens. We'll figure it out. I keep my faith in God. So even though I lost $400 this month, that wasn't an issue with me because God will get me through. God's the one that had me rolling cigarettes. You know what I mean? So God will provide what I need. So I wasn't angry about that in the least. What I did get mad about is I'd ask. If I ask for a favor from anybody and you can't do it or you don't want to do it, no. Okay, thanks. I'll figure it out. You know what I mean? Don't say yes. Yes. And then not do it. And then when they hold no responsibility. Oh, I had my own things to take care of. Well, I understand that because you're in the same situation I am, except for you, it's your whole income, and you had to figure out what was wrong with it. Okay, but if you would have told me no, I would have found another ride to do what I had to do, and I wouldn't have lost a $170 tool. So by her saying she was going to do something and then not doing it, and then when I said, well, you could have just said no. You know what I mean? But instead you said yeah and then blew me off because you got a lot of stuff going on in your life right now. Me too. We're in the same boat. And then she made a comment to my wife that I was being pissy. No, I'm not. I feel that if you're going to say you're going to do something, then not do it, and you let somebody do that to you and just shake it off and it's no big deal, they will continue to do it. And honestly, it's not the first time this has happened. With the money, the income, it is what it is. Okay, but at least keep your word. And since it wasn't the first time, something in me just said, cut ties. So I quit my job. Next month, she probably would have got it figured out and she would have, you know what I mean? Or even this month. Um, but I was done. Honestly, I'm not saying it's so important that you should put me first. I'm saying if you're going to tell me you're going to do something, do it. Okay? I don't want to hurt his feelings. You're not going to hurt my feelings by saying no. You're actually going to make it easier by saying no, because then I don't stop looking for a ride. You know what I mean? And I put all my eggs in one basket. Which is what I do. Well, when that basket doesn't hold eggs, there's no sense of putting eggs in it anymore. You get rid of the basket and figure out a different way to carry your eggs. So I decided to quit my job, save her $400 a month, and she doesn't have to worry about it anymore. And I took it upon myself to be done. Delete her off my Facebook, blah, I'm done. Well, she was still my wife's best friend. And because I was pissy and didn't like the fact that she just didn't say no and instead did what she did, she decided to not be friends with my wife anymore. So my wife lost her best friend, and I lost a friend all at the same time. I have another friend who, I don't know if you can really even call him a friend. He was there, and then he's not. And then it seems that when you touch base with him, I'm sorry, man. Well, I get it. You got your own life going and everything, but don't ignore me for a month. You can't call me or let me know what's going on because your car's broke. Your car's broke, so you can't call to check in and see how things are? You can't return messages? I'm good. You know what I mean? So, 2025, we've lost friends, family. 2025 hasn't been that great of a year for us. But then there's things like my wife's getting better. We have Billie Jean, who, she's such a good little dog. You know what I mean? And she saved us as much as we saved her. Because she, gets in them warm, gooey places, even if all she does is judge me and turn her back to me. Use us for treats. No. I got her a new collar and a new retractable leash and everything, and I just started training her to walk on a leash without pulling because I want my grandkids to walk her, you know what I mean? Or Tammy to walk her. And even though she's a small little dog, she's a muscle. That's all she is one giant muscle. And when she wants to pull, she wants to pull. So I'm training her how to walk on a lead like she should. And then I break a rib or two and can't do much. Walking isn't something I can do because I lose my breath and then I'm breathing heavy and then I cough and then it sends me into pain, which I'm not a fan of. Yeah, I I've just pretty much been here. I've been existing. I want to do so much more, and things will be to where we're doing so much more. I could feel it that even though all of this has happened, I'm not sad. I'm not depressed. I'm happy. I'm joyful. My lights are still working. If I plugged in the AC, it would work. You know what I mean? My water works, my gas works. I don't get wet when it rains, and I don't get sunburned when it's hot. I'm never hungry, and I'm never thirsty. So God's providing for me. So I don't have those daily stresses. Do you know why it's good? I feel good about not caring about money deeply in any part of my soul. I'm okay without having it. Would I like to have a nice car in the driveway and not have to worry about wearing the same clothes all the time and washing my clothes in the sink by hand? A vacuum cleaner that didn't kick up dust that I could use more? Yeah, there's a lot of things I would love to have, but I don't necessarily have to have them, if that makes any sense. Oh. I just wanted to touch base. I know this is a long, drawn out, just bloody blah 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 blah. But I just want to let y'all know what's going on and how things are going. I'm gonna be doing more outside stuff when I get a lawnmower or when I can get a weed whacker. Like behind my fence, it's still up. I can't take it down. I can't do anything right now. And I'll never ask anyone for help again. It seems like every time I've done that, it's ended friendships. So there's two options: either A, not have any friends, or B, don't ask anyone for anything. So I've taken option C, which is I don't have any friends, and I'm definitely not asking anybody for anything. So my grass will be super high in the back until I can start a weed whacker. Until I can afford a weed whacker. Like I said, I'm blessed that the neighbors decided to mow most of my grass. And I really feel bad. Like my lawnmower, Pinky's sitting in the front yard with the trailer attached. Oh, I'm going to cough. Oh, sorry, guys. Ow! Ow! But yeah, it's as soon as my ribs get a little better. Like I said, it hasn't even been a week, and I just started taking pain medication yesterday. So once it isn't so tender and I can do stuff, I'll get back on track and start working on the obstacle course and doing all that. It's just right now I'm doing it all myself, and can't physically go out and do it yet. So that's why there hasn't been any videos on doing anything except for reading the Bible, because actually that kind of hurts sometimes too. But that is what it is. So I hope y'all are hanging with me. I'm getting there. I'm just not getting there quickly. But once I get the little bit of extra money, like I said, it takes about $150 to start doing the stickers. And once I start doing that, things will get better because it's income. But it takes money to make money. So it's something I'm working on. Because like I said, I want to make it the stickers so that I don't have to sell them for $10. You know what I mean? I want to make it so that they're like $4. And it takes, well, for 75 stickers with envelopes, stamps, and the stickers, it's like $150. So to make, what I would like is to have $2 profit. So that the way there's $1 for every sticker gets donated, and $1 for every $1 goes into the YouTube channel. To where if you want to support the channel and support donating to a homeless shelter at the same time, you know what I mean? That is the only way I feel that I can make money off of my idea. Because it's not even my idea, it's God's idea. Just a sticker, little sticker that says God loves you and so do I. You know what I mean? It's a good message, and half of the profits is gonna get donated. You know what I mean? That way it's not a lot of money, it helps out the channel and it helps out the homeless shelter. That is the only way in here I could see selling stickers. I know it sounds stupid to a lot of people, but it's just how I feel about it. My wife can't change my mind. Trust me, she's tried. Somebody once told me I don't like money because I've never spent money on myself. Yeah, I have. I don't like money because money has to be involved with everything. And money's such an evil thing. I know, money's not evil. The love of money's evil, I know, okay? But that's not even it. Just having money brings out the worst in people. Even if it's $1, it could bring out the worst in somebody. I've seen people lose lifetime friendships over like $10. I've seen people fight over a pack of cigarettes. You know what I mean? Money and monetary things make people do stupid things. And I'd rather not have money be an issue in my life. And that's the way I like it. And that's how I feel about it. Because once money is your way out, or once money is the answer to all your problems, that will never change. And no amount of money will make you happy. Because if you have money, you'll want more money. If you have all these things that money buys, that you just spend your money on, things that you love or want, Are you ever going to get enough? Um, so enough for me is whatever. Me and my wife were talking today. She doesn't do cash. She's a credit card type of person. And she always says we and we and we. It's because I don't care about money. If I had cash, well, it's happened. I've had money in the truck. I've had money in my wallet. And I've had it there forever. And Tammy's like, hey, I need money. Here. You know what I mean? Because I had it. As odd as that sounds. All right, I'm done talking. Okay, I'm going to go sit in my chair and kick back and probably take another nap. Because naps are good. Because I can't get up and do anything else. So I might as well take a nap, right? But y'all have a great day. Go out there and do something to make somebody smile. Make a kid smile, because that is the greatest thing in the world. All right? Y'all have a great day and God bless. And remember, always, God loves you and so do I. Bye.